And we are about to get the action started on our third fight of the night. The crowd here is very excited to watch the guys go. This is a light heavyweight bout. That means that these are, it's set at 175 pounds. I got to tell you, I've never laughed before Leslie during a ring announcing, but he was doing a chicken dance while I was trying to announce him, and I started laughing in the middle of the dance. So we've got Eddie Leyva, the pit bull, in the black with the red trim, and then the black. Oh, the man who just landed that leg kick was Tony Lopez, 12 gauge, the chicken dancer. Yes. That left was, maybe he's trying to find his distance, but that was a little off the mark. Lopez pushing forward on the action. He's had a hand around the neck, but he gave that up. Some big guys here, Leslie, so all these punches have meaning behind them when they land when you're at this weight. This is the light heavyweight division. Both these guys hovering around 205. Oh, nice takedown by Leyva. And Leyva takes down Tony Lopez, and he's got half guard there. He's trying to pass, and look. It looks like Lopez is doing a pretty good job of keeping his head down so he can't get postured up to land any big blows. Absolutely, and as that happens, the pit bull is trying to pass here. He's now going to turn to the side here. He's got to pull that right leg through. And actually, he's an open guard there from Tony Lopez, and the opening is there for Leyva to get through that, Leslie. You know, it's an interesting thing, though, because on the ground, you want to go between the two. You want to go between the control, and then you want to go between the strikes. And I think that he's actually doing a really good job. It's always nice to see them advancing and passing the guard, but he's done a pretty good job so far of using tools, although now I can hear the ref calling for some more action. This is a dedicated fighter, Leslie. This guy's got a tap-out tattoo on his back. Does the pit bull Eddie Leyva from Turlock, California, as he lands a right to the body. And now referee Brian Tyler is going to stand him up. He's seen enough, not enough action. And we back to our feet. They touch gloves, and here we go. Let's see if Lopez is going to throw some more kicks out there. The first one landed nicely and dropped Leyva. It did. Leyva with the kick this time. And that might have been low. I think we got a low blow there as Tyler stops the action. And oh, it's just the end of the round. Yep, there you go, end of the round. So first round in the books, and I guess you got to give that round probably to Pitbull, as he was on top for most of that round. Yeah, he did get the takedown. In these shorter rounds, sometimes that takedown is the significant event that can make the biggest difference out of everything. Absolutely, and the leg kick was great, but he popped right back up. It's sort of like a takedown. You know, when you go for a takedown, you get him down, but he pops back up. Usually you don't get credit for that takedown. You want to try to keep him down. So they might have, thought maybe he was off balance just a little bit when he took that leg kick. So. Absolutely. I think the difference is probably going to be considered a knockdown if you're dropping him with a blow.
and then they hop back up, as opposed to the takedown where you're able to put more control over them and control them.
So as we look in on the corner of the pit bull, Eddie Leyva, looks like they got some end swell up above his left eye. I don't see too much damage there, but can't hurt.
Leyva looks pretty good. He looks like he's got cardio. He's ready to go. Lopez is breathing a little bit more, but he looks happy.
He's waving at Leslie Smith over here. He gave her the heart sign.
Then he's good. He is 100%.
Look at this. 12-gauge Tony Lopez is actually picking up on my broadcast partner in between rounds. You got to give it to him. And spinning stuff. Misses. That might have been for you, Leslie.
It might have been. Oh, but he sure landed that straight left.
And he ate a right after landing the left, and now they're moving the leather around.
Yes, that was a nice straight into the body lock.
Leslie's boyfriend with a takedown.
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen that. I've never seen a fighter pick up on a commentator in the middle of the fight.
I guess you haven't been sitting next to me for too many fights yet, huh? So let's see if he can do what Leyva did and posture up and really land some good ground and pound.
He looks like he's going to try to pass. And instead he gets swept. And now it's Leyva back on top.
Let's see what Leyva does.
And I think he's going to be content to do what you said, which is keep the control, land the strikes, keep him pinned to that cage.
Yes, that looks like that's what he's doing. Although it is always fun to watch someone use their grappling skills and see him pass the guard and really wing on some punches. I don't know how much longer this ref, he's already moving in. I think he wants to see a little bit more action than this.
We're seeing strikes, Leslie, but they're insignificant. There's no real damage being done. They're more like, hey, look at me, I'm working. Don't stand me up strikes.
Yeah, especially when you know that it's light heavyweights, and so they have really significant strikes that everybody wants to see.
Leyva passed, and right away, Lopez gave him his back, but luckily he gets the hook on that left leg, but now Leyva is still.
A hand underneath the chin. He had a hand underneath the chin.
He's got him here.
Time.
He's got him, Leslie, in the rear naked. He's got both hooks in.
See if he can grab his own hand.
Got his legs crossed there. This fight should be over. Although, if Lopez can weather this storm, the arms of Leyva are going to be exhausted, as you well know, when you try for that choke and it doesn't work.
I'd like to see Lopez bridge and push back into his opponent. That really makes a big difference for being able to escape. But he's figuring it out with the hands in his own way.
He's got the 2-on-1 with the hands, and he was trying to turn into him. Leyva's a big man to have on your back, Leslie Smith.
He really is.
And again, he's going to go for this rear naked. Short time, though, in this round. As you said earlier, these are short rounds. If you're going to get a sub, you got to get it quickly. And again, he's got the arm under the chin, but again, fighting it off is 12-gauge Tony Lopez.
It looks like
end of the round.
Looks like we're going to get to see another round. I'm excited. I'm enjoying this fight. We're getting to see a lot. We're seeing the stand-up throws. We're seeing the up against the cage. We're seeing some grappling. I like it.
And thus far, Leslie, I've got to give both rounds. Although Lopez did get the takedown, he was swept. Most of that round was spent with Leyva working that rear naked choke attempt. He was able to pass guard, get his back. I have it 2-0 for Leyva, but that doesn't always tell you what the judges are thinking, Leslie.
Totally. Leyva, I got to apologize to Leyva. I think I was mixing up the letters there a little bit, but Leyva is looking really good, and I agree with you. I think that he's in the lead on the judges' scorecards at this point. But again, this is the light heavyweight division, so you never know. One touch, and it could be a completely different.
Absolutely. Now, I'm anxious to see if Tony Lopez is going to give you the look here in between rounds again.
If you could see me from behind.
Now, for those of you watching at home, if you look, Leslie Smith is actually posing for the camera right now, showing you her back. And Brian Tyler, the referee, I believe he's working his second or third event as a ref for CAMO, California Amateur Martial Arts Organization. And this is the third and final round, and it is in the black trunks, in the blue corner, Tony Lopez taking on in the black with the red, Eddie Leyva. Myself and my broadcast partner, the Peacemaker Leslie Smith, have it 2-0 for Leyva, but that does not always reflect what the judges think. And he's going to fire in his Lopez. And there was sort of a half-hearted attempt there from Leyva to take down Lopez, but he gave it up quickly.
So far, it looks like Lopez is the aggressor, and Leyva is sort of more looking for what his chance is going to be.
And what I like here, Leslie, is you can tell that Lopez is tired, but he's still working. He's moving forward. He's throwing punches. He's stopping the takedowns. Although he's exhausted, he still wants to win this fight.
Yeah, he's moving. He's advancing. I like to see it.
Body kick there from Leyva. And Lopez answers with a low leg kick, spinning back fist that just misses. But he's able to.
Did the job. It got him to get him to the cage, and then he was able to go for the snap down and bring him down.
Yeah, absolutely. Front face lock into the bulldog snap down, and now he's going to try to spin him over, but instead Leyva.
Oh, is he?
Looking for an arm bar. Does not have it.
I thought.
He's actually going the wrong way for that arm that he has. And now it is Leyva on top. And you can hear Leyva's corner screaming, "Get on top." And they are pretty confident, Leslie, that if he can get on top here and remain in such for the rest of this round, he's probably going to do enough to win this fight.
Yeah. The way that he's got his left leg, oh, yep, there he is. I'd like to see him posture. I just want to see him posture and just drop full force.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what Lopez does not want. It looks like he's going for an Oki choke here, the old school choke where you actually choke the back of the neck. And when you're a big guy like Leyva, you can get away with that choke. But like Leslie said, he should be posturing and throwing strikes, whereas Lopez needs to stop him from posturing. Instead, he gives his back up again.
He did a nice ride there on top.
And with 10 seconds left in this fight, I got to believe this fight's going to go to Leyva unless something drastic happens here as he again works for a rear naked choke. And that's going to end it, Leslie. It was a great fight, light heavyweights. We had a lot of punches being thrown, but we spent a lot of time on the ground there as well.
Yeah, I thought it was a great fight. It was a lot of back and forth. I like the good show of sportsmanship afterward.
Absolutely.
Nice. I would be happy to watch either of these fighters perform again.
Absolutely. They both look great. They both threw some good kicks, and I really liked the way Lopez was spinning back knuckles, spinning kicks. I mean, he was going for it. And although I think he might have just come up short in this performance, I think that Eddie Leyva did just enough on the ground to get this victory, Leslie.
Yeah. I agree with you.
So I got to give it up, though, before we get this announcement. Tony Lopez did a chicken dance before the fight. He picked up on Leslie Smith after the first round, and he's still happy as hell, and he knows he probably lost the fight, but I don't think he cares. He just wanted to fight.
It's a beautiful thing.
He's
that's an appreciation for the moment, having fun, doing it. Well, you know what else is he put on a good show. He did a good job. He didn't come out. He didn't gas out. He didn't make any horrible mistakes. He should be happy. He should be proud of himself.
Absolutely. We're going to go up and get the official announcement.